Welcome back to Caffeine Connoisseurs. I'm your host, Drake, and this is the first episode of the Caffeine Connoisseurs podcast. And I need to go on Do Not Disturb on Discord, or people are going to drive me absolutely crazy. So, while I do that really quickly, this is the first episode of the podcast, and I know that everyone and their brother has a podcast, but I wanted to, sort of reboot my channel, and I thought, the best way to come back and, just talk to the audience is a podcast, and I was trying to do that a little bit through like my first impressions videos, but my first impressions videos, not a lot of people watch them, and I figured that a podcast is pretty easy to listen to. You can put it on, wherever, and also this isn't just going to be about caffeine, even though it's the Caffeine Connoisseurs podcast, or I don't know exactly what I want to name it yet, so the name could change in the future, but I thought this would be just a really good way to convey information, and it may not look super professional right now. I still have this table that I've had since I started the channel, and you'll notice I'm holding a Shure SM7B microphone. I got this for Christmas, but the stand hasn't came in yet, so the table, the microphone will eventually get replaced, but I have upgraded a little bit. The lighting in here is a lot better. I have a green screen. It should be like tan or something when you guys see it, but I think the setup quality has improved dramatically. And yeah, so I just want to talk about, the elephant in the room. Where have I been? Why have I not posted in like a year and a half? And just what my plans are for the next year. So yeah, and these aren't going to be edited, so there may be some, awkward pauses and stuff while I get used to, just talking straight to the camera for, 30 minutes to an hour or however long this is going to be. So, yeah. And pardon my voice because I'm just getting over COVID right now. I've been sick for like the past week. I've been out of work for a little bit. So, yeah, hope everything sounds okay. I did some audio checks and stuff, but I'm used to my own voice at this point. So I hope everything's okay. So yeah, let's get right into it. Where to start? I mean, I haven't posted in a year and a half, and the last video that I posted on my YouTube channel, which now if you go and look at it, it's probably like the Death Wish video, I think, or something, or actually, I have a computer right here. I don't have anyone to pull it up for me, but I can look what my last video was. It's been a minute. I still use the Caffeine Connoisseurs YouTube channel to, watch stuff, but I don't check on my channel that often unless I get comments or something. So let's see what the last video I posted was. Yeah, it's the Death Wish review. Okay, it's the updated Death Wish review of 2021. So, yeah, it's been a minute. And there was actually another video that I posted after that one, but I deleted it. It was titled, like, I'm in Germany with some good coffee. It was a YouTube short, actually. And basically, I went on a... pardon my voice, but I went on a business trip with my dad to Germany, and we were working in a plastic factory, which is a lot nicer than it sounds, actually. And they had a really amazing coffee machine there. I mean, it ground the beans like right in front of you. It had a bunch of settings. Like, you have to be like an engineer to figure out how to use this coffee machine. And it was a really good coffee machine. I posted a YouTube short about that, and in that YouTube short, I said that I was going to be coming back in around like 2 weeks or something, and that was a complete lie because it's been a year and a half and I haven't came back yet. So where have I been? To start that conversation, we have to go back probably to get the full conversation. We probably have to go back to like 2018 probably. Yeah, a long time ago, even before I started this YouTube channel, really, but I want to give you a little bit of a backstory about, what I've been doing, what I have done, who I am, and stuff like that. So I graduated high school in 2018, and right after high school, I had a job. I worked with my dad and stuff, and doing like IT work and computer work, and every day after I came home from work, I would live stream. I tried to, back then it was when Fortnite was really popular, so I tried to live stream Fortnite, and I live streamed like every day like it was like I was on a consistent basis. I got some viewers. I live streamed on YouTube. I met some people doing that. It was pretty cool little thing I was doing. But unfortunately, I sort of fell off the wagon with that a little bit. And two, my home internet isn't actually as good because I was living with my grandma then, and I can get into a lot of that later, about my home internet situation and stuff, because I do want to get into that. But yeah, so I was living with my grandma, live streaming almost every day after I got home from work and stuff, and that channel is still up. It's CPU Gaming. It's my gaming channel. So if you want to go check out that, I don't post on it anymore, but it still exists. But yeah, so I wanted to do YouTube, and the gaming thing wasn't really working out. I couldn't live stream because I moved back in with my parents, and the internet situation wasn't good here and stuff. And then two, I was doing multiple things right after high school, and it just wasn't, especially after I started school and stuff, it just wasn't a consistent thing that I could do. And then my house, when I eventually moved back in with my parents to, go to college and stuff, I couldn't really live stream or do gaming videos here at home with my friends. So, I was thinking, 2019 rolled around. I was like, I kind of want to do YouTube again. So what should I do? And I was thinking, I'm really getting into coffee. I enjoy coffee. A lot of the YouTubers I watch drink a lot of coffee. Why not make a coffee YouTube channel or a caffeine-based YouTube channel? Because I like energy drinks. I like coffee. I want to review stuff. So review channels do pretty well. So why not? Why not make a YouTube channel that's based around caffeine? So that's what I did. I made Caffeine Connoisseurs. And if you know anything about me, I'm not a consistent person. I am not very good at holding up to my word, and in 2023 I'm trying to get better at that, and I hope this channel actually continues for longer than just a month or two. I consistently post on it for more than a month or two. And so I started this YouTube channel, fell off, came back, and then I fell off again. I think I came back I think it was only once. I think I fell off twice or three times at this point. I don't know. Anyway, and I'm not going through my channel and search for that because that's too much work to do live on a podcast, or it's too tedious to do live on a podcast. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, so I started college and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm going to lose my train of thought a lot because my brain just completely outruns my mind a lot of the times. And just talking on a podcast just to a camera with almost no editing it's definitely going to be something to get used to. I used to be able to do it because I used to live stream. But now I need to probably just slow down my pace of talking and just talk to the camera. I probably don't need caffeine right now either because it's midnight. And I have to go to work tomorrow, but whatever. That is still way too hot to drink. And I'm sorry if I say you're going to have to excuse me. This is the first episode of the podcast. Just bear with me for just a little bit. But yeah, after I went back to college, I fell off the bandwagon, and the bandwagon? I fell off the wagon, fell off the horse. I don't know what the saying is. I'm sorry. I'm going to say so much while I try to collect my thoughts. So yeah, I went back to college. I fell off, stopped posting YouTube videos and stuff, and so I only went to a tech college for a little bit, just a technical college to get my grades up. Didn't make the best grades in high school and probably didn't put as much work into finding a university as I should have. And those 2 years went by really fast. And then in 2020, I applied to university. And sadly, I didn't get accepted. And then when 2020 rolled around, they're like, "Hey, surprise, you did get accepted. Get pranked, bro. You can go to college." And I wasn't prepared for this because when I think March or April, whenever I went on spring break from tech college, they said we weren't coming back because of COVID and everything. And so I was like, okay, I guess, and I applied for classes for the next semester actually of tech college, and I was fully prepared to go back until the university said get pranked, bro, and decide to accept me. And I wasn't ready to go to university. I didn't make any preparations, and I had maybe 3 weeks to decide, and I was actually in Texas at the time on a business trip, so I had just had like no time to prepare to go to university, y'all. So I called them up. I was like, hey, yo, can I delay enrollment? They're like, sure. So I delayed enrollment until the spring of 2021, and I started in 2021. I got an apartment, and there is actually a YouTube video on that where I showed off my apartment. I said I'm getting a new apartment, and I think I recorded like 1 or 2 videos while I was in my apartment, but the recording setup wasn't really that good, and that is a big reason why I fell off. I tried to record multiple YouTube videos while I was at my apartment, but I had to attach like my Blue Yeti to like my bed frame and have it like hanging like above the camera, and then the camera was like super close to my face. I didn't have a table out in front of me to like review coffee and stuff, so it just wasn't really a good setup to be able to record and review stuff. And I could have recorded in our kitchen, but I had some other roommates. I didn't want to be talking loudly out there or anything. And I actually did tell them that I have a coffee channel and I review coffee, because I had my like whole coffee set up out in the kitchen and everything, like my whole pour over set up. And that was the only way I made coffee in college. Didn't have a coffee maker. And that is also how I recorded. That's how I made this coffee tonight, actually. I've been really bad here recently with just using a coffee maker, just because it's so easy and I have to get up so early in the morning. It's like I've been really bad, but I'm trying to get better. I'm actually going to buy some new coffee equipment and stuff. But yeah, the college setup was not good whatsoever. So I decided just, I can either take a break right now, or what I did for a little bit is I was driving home to my parents' house like every single weekend to be able to get a video out. And I did pretty good there for a while, but then like I got overwhelmed with university work, and it just wasn't it wasn't feasible to drive home every weekend, because it was like a 45-minute drive here, 45-minute drive back on Sunday night. Had to get up early for classes Monday morning. And then I could really only feasibly get like 1 or 2 videos made if I was really pushing it. So it just really wasn't worth it. So that's why I fell off. I tried to backlog videos. It didn't really work. And then I went to Germany on a business trip with my dad. And that... I backlogged a lot of videos right before I went to Germany. And there was one... I think I backlogged maybe 2 or 3... Yeah, I think I had 3. I had 3 videos actually recorded and edited and everything. And then I had one more video with footage that I was going to edit while I was in Germany. And I started to edit the footage, and I was like, this is really like a subpar video because it was recorded in my apartment. I don't think that I really reviewed the coffee as well as I should have. So I was like, well, I think this will be, I just didn't really want to post it because it was subpar content. I didn't really want to post it, and so I didn't. And instead, I recorded that YouTube short. I don't think I still have that footage anywhere, or I could play it, but, oh yeah, and I'm not going to edit these podcasts. And you remind myself, minimal editing on these podcasts. Going to try not to make too many cuts, but there probably will be a few cuts every now and then. Just if I'm like coughing or, stuff like that. I don't know. Or mess up too bad. So, yeah. Anyway, I made that YouTube short, and then I didn't make anything else for, until now. And that was just because I finished university, or actually I didn't finish university. I dropped out of university and then re-enrolled in an online university and then finished my computer science degree that way. And the reason I did that is because during 2021, they didn't hardly have like any in-person classes. Like I was just trapped in my apartment for like the whole semester, and then they started opening things really gradually at the end of 2021, and even then, like a lot of my classes were still online. I had like 2 in-person classes maybe, and it just wasn't really that good of a situation. I didn't really enjoy it, just being trapped in my apartment the whole time. I did join a coffee club though. That was pretty fun, and I can get into more detail about that if we have time. But yeah, that was actually a really fun thing that happened, and I did really enjoy that. I learned a lot about coffee, got to roast some of my own beans and stuff. And I could have continued with that in college, but I decided to drop out because it just wasn't for me. And then I actually, what I did is I got rid of my apartment because I was spending a lot of money without working to have that apartment, and I didn't want to take out student loans. I didn't want to be drowned in student loan debt, so it just wasn't a good situation. And then I had saved up a lot of money from when I was working. Gosh, my voice is getting like dead. And yeah, I think I said I'm recovering from COVID right now, and my voice has just not been good, but I really wanted to get this video out tonight. I just had to make this video. So, yeah, I'm gonna drink some of this coffee. I may actually cut here real quick because my voice is dying. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I think my voice is still dying, but it's still, I need to get this video out. Anyway, I got rid of my apartment because I was losing just a ton of money because I was having to pay for the apartment. I wasn't really working at that time, so got rid of the apartment, moved back in with my parents, and then applied to an online university because the university that I was going to, even though they had like all of these online classes during the pandemic, they didn't offer any online programs, like fully online programs, and that annoyed me. So I applied to a different university that did have an online CS program, and I completed that. Actually, I finished in December of 2022, and yeah, so I'm a free man now. And actually, I was mainly taking classes like at night and stuff, so I was able to work full time. So that's been really good because I've been able to save a lot of money, bought a new car. I've done a lot of stuff actually since I last made videos. My life has changed a lot, and I think that I'm finally in a stable place where I can reliably make videos because I really just have to make videos again. And that's where I want to transition into sort of, what my plans for this year are. First of all, I have to make videos. That's just not a choice. I just need to do it. And then number 2, I want to put a lot more I want to up the production value. That's why I got a green screen. I got the professional lighting. The desk is going to change. I'm getting a mic stand that should be here like later this week. I'm going to upgrade some of my coffee equipment. I want to make more videos about just how to make coffee, because being in the coffee club at college was a real eye opener. I thought that I knew a lot about coffee. I'm like, I'm going to go in and just know so much more than these people. But no, they knew a lot. Like, they knew how to roast beans. I got to roast some of my own beans, and then it was a lot. And the coffee club didn't start until I think it was my second semester. Yeah, it was my second semester that the coffee club started, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of work because I worked on cleanup crew most of the time after our meetings, and it was nasty just getting rid of all that coffee ground water and stuff. But hey, it was a fun experience. I learned a lot about coffee, and by this point I've forgot most of it because it's been over a year ago. Wow, it's been over a year ago since I did that. Whew, it's been a while since I was at university. Wow. But yeah, so I definitely want to apply some of that knowledge to the channel that I've gained, and I want to do like more videos about how to make coffee. Since I've learned some of that, I want to convey it to the viewers, so you guys can get better at making coffee. And don't worry, this channel is not going to be entirely coffee based. I'm going to do energy drink videos and stuff like that too, but I do want to, a lot of it's going to be focused around coffee because there's another YouTube channel on the internet that focuses on caffeine, and his name is Caffeine Man. And I know I'm giving him attention right now, but he is my arch nemesis. I don't care if he sees this. Hell, you can send this video to him, but he is my arch nemesis, and I'm coming for you, Caffeine Man. Even though I have a lot less subscribers right now, I'm going to come after you. And he doesn't really do coffee though, or at least I don't think he does coffee. I don't keep an eye on his channel too closely, but I can look him up right now. Caffeine Man. Yeah, let's see what he does. What's he doing these days? He has 42,000 subscribers. Not bad at all. Yeah, so he mainly just does energy drinks. I don't think he does coffee, at all. Yeah, I don't see any coffee videos on his YouTube channel. Let me see if he actually, I can search his channel real quick. Did they take the search bar away, though? Yeah, I don't see the search bar for, like... Oh, there it is. Okay. See, I'm just going to search his channel for coffee. Okay, so he has done some, like, canned coffee videos and, like, monster coffee videos and stuff like that, but he doesn't really do any, like, videos that are focused around coffee. So I think that's where my niche comes in, that I'm gonna go really hard with the coffee videos and stuff, because he doesn't do that. So I'm gonna fill that gap where he's lacking a little bit. And that's a joke, Caffeine Man. I don't actually have anything against you if you see this. Just, I think it's funny. Just start some YouTube beef out of nowhere. Get some subscribers from it. You know, I'm not actually going to do that. I'm not a scummy YouTuber, I swear. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that cut there. My camera decides to stop recording at like 20 minutes, so I need to really figure out what's going on with that. I think it's like file size or something, because files can only be like a certain size if it's formatted in like a certain file format. You know, that's my computer science major coming out in me. But where was I going? Oh yeah, beef with Caffeine Man. That's not actually going to happen. And where was I going with that? Just coffee videos and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I lose my train of thought super easily, so that's definitely going to be a problem when I'm filming these podcasts. But another topic that I want to sorted to segue into is the internet. I'm trying to get my phone out of my pocket right now. It's been aggravating me this whole time. Yeah, the internet at my house. I wanted to sort of segue into that topic about that because it has affected my life drastically. When I first started my YouTube channel, my gaming YouTube channel, back in 2012, 2013, a long time ago, I actually lived in a completely different state than I do now. I lived in North Carolina, and then in 2017, when I was 17 years old, my family moved down to South Carolina. So when we moved down here to South Carolina, we were promised by AT&T, fuck you AT&T, we were promised that we would get internet from them. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. Like before we even bought the house, like we made sure, like my dad runs a computer company. So like we were making sure that we could get internet here. And AT&T's like, yeah, sure, it's fine. You can get internet. You're gonna be fine. And the day we moved into the house, AT&T came out here and was like, hey, we can't run internet to your house. You're too far out of our service area, even though we serve 100% of your county, or it says on our website that we serve 100% of your county and we get tax write-offs because we serve 100% of the county. We can't get internet to your house. So that was a really shitty thing to do. And we didn't get internet to our house, so we were stuck with HughesNet. And if you know anything about HughesNet is awful. It's a satellite internet company, and you can maybe get like 800 millisecond ping at the best. And that was why I couldn't stream or play video games with my friends. I actually could stream. Streaming was actually a possibility here, but we had a data cap of like 100 gigs per month. So it just, I mean, I couldn't stream because like a 3-hour live stream would take most of our bandwidth for the month. So I couldn't stream. I did stream for a little bit while we were here, but my dad's like, hey, Drake, you're going to have to lay off the streaming because like we're getting charged a lot because of overage fees. So you're going to have to stop that. Like I hadn't even heard of like ISPs having data caps, because our old ISP up when we lived in North Carolina didn't have a data cap, and I just thought that was insane that like an ISP for your house would have a data cap. That's just insane to me. And then we tried to apply for Starlink, but like 2017 was like before Starlink I think was even announced. Maybe, I don't know if it may have been announced at the time, but it definitely wasn't like nearly a thing. And then when Starlink was announced, we applied for it, but still haven't to this day got Starlink, even though we've put a down payment on it. But finally, our power company is actually going to be able to give us internet. So like, I think that's pretty cool. it's going to be like a gigabit per second up and down symmetrical, so it's fiber. And if that doesn't make any sense to you guys, I'm very sorry, but it's gonna be good internet. So I might be able to actually stream again and make some good videos out of that. I probably won't be streaming on this channel any. I don't think I can stream on this channel any, but I will be streaming over on my gaming channel where I have a little bit more freedom and stuff, because this is coffee related and stuff, even though this podcast isn't really coffee related. Yeah, so definitely going to be trying to do that. We still probably won't get internet. We talked to the power company I think like last week or the week before or something like that, and they said it would probably be about 6 months before we get internet, but I'm hoping that we do get good internet here, because that will be a huge quality of life change for us. And we don't actually have HughesNet anymore. I can't actually game on our internet. We got like Verizon 5G, and for a long time we couldn't actually get even cell service here, so that was like a double whammy with the no internet, no cell phone service combo. It was awful for a good amount of time, but finally I think they like put a new tower in our area or something, and it's 5G capable, so we got like 5G for our house, and we got like a business plan or something, so we have a really high data cap, so that was really nice. I still can't like download like game updates or anything. I do that at work and then transfer it to a flash drive at my house, or I download it through like actually this SSD that I have laying right here. I transfer the games there, then move it to my desktop, and then I can actually play online games. So that's pretty sick. Just not going to edit that out or anything. Just going to hear me taking big gulps of coffee every now and then. But yeah, we're at about 30 minutes right now. I don't know with the cut that happened in the video how long it's going to be, but I think that's about long enough. I've talked and covered all the topics that I want to talk about. I do want to talk about upload schedule just a little bit, because the upload schedule, I haven't really solidified what that's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be, it's going to be minimum weekly uploads, but I hope to do a little bit more than that. And I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I enjoy talking and stuff, so hopefully there'll be one podcast, one coffee review a week, but I can't promise that because work is hectic, and with doing IT support, you never know what kind of hours you're going to be working, so I think I'm going to try to stick with one upload a week, but it's going to be just a little bit before I start doing coffee reviews again, because I got to get some equipment and stuff. I got to get some I'm going to get like a big like Chemex pour over thing with paper filters and stuff, because I've been doing it with like metal filters and like a reusable thing right now, and I just don't think that's the way to do it. And I've had this thing for a while, so it's getting old at this point. So I'm going to get some more coffee equipment, some more supplies, probably get a better kettle, and stuff like that, and we'll see where it goes. I'll probably do another podcast before I do another review, but I'm hoping to come out with those soon. I'm going to make some like how to make coffee videos, some energy drink videos, because there's a lot of energy drinks that came out in the past year and a half, so definitely going to have to review those. I don't think I've done Mountain Dew Energy on this channel, which I really like Mountain Dew Energy. And yes, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I'm sorry I've been saying a lot. I am self-conscious of that. I'm trying to not say it. I'm going to finish this coffee real quick while we're still here. And if you're wondering, this is Caribou coffee. I'm not actually repping Black Rifle. Not drinking Black Rifle, but I'm repping Black Rifle, and they have some good coffee over there, Black Rifle. Not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, I won't complain, because I'm not making any money from this channel right now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Definitely if you made it this far. So subscribe, like the video, do all that stuff, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.